Welcome to today's live. Let's see who we have here. Timo. God morgon Timo. And Judy. Yes, it's good morning in Swedish. Okay. I'm trying a new setup for my live streams, so if I'm a bit confused, I don't recognize my own stream. I have some new functions. I have to try this one. How to spam emojis in the live stream. Yes, it worked. Okay, I have, as I mentioned in the description of this live, I have some subjects for today, for some topics, and I have prepared some stupidity. Can't I see who is online? Wait a moment. Jaren and Timo, can I see? And Judy. Judy, this is the basement where your knives was made. The first topic was I have been challenged for debates and have been called chicken and different things because I don't want to debate, but it's several things with debates and me. First of all, established science, is that something to debate? Because, for instance, one who loves to debate nowadays, it's Flatsoid about astronomical navigation, and he wants to debate his silly theories that he have no proofs for. So what is there to discuss? And I have tried to look at some debates, MC Toons and some of FTFs, and then yes, they are all big dumpster fires, but I haven't the patience to sit down for perhaps 1.5 hours. My mom, Gud in Swedish is a God. Oh dear. Sorry, I did throw out the water heater. I didn't want to look exactly as you know who. The next subject was about the language and how different YouTubers act. I have a small example of something I did see. I will change screen here.
Bike rage man slammed neighbor into ground. Craig McNeil saw red when he thought man had stolen wife's cycle. The Courier and Advertiser. Fife edition. The 27th of March 2023. Jamie Mackenzie, a Fife man who suspected his neighbor had stolen his wife's bicycle, slammed his head on the ground in an outrageously violent assault. Craig McNeil flew into a rage and offered his neighbor a stand-up fight when he failed to return the bike. In the incident outside McNeil's home in Erskine Wynd, Oakley, on the 8th of August last year, Fiscal Deputy Catherine Stevenson said he punched his neighbor's face and was slamming his head on the ground.
That one was from Nathan Oakley, and it was about FTFE. I did play it because Craig FTFE have made videos about it himself on his channel long time ago. But what I don't like is Nathan's urge to call FTFE by his real name. If FTFE choose to be anonymous, I think you should respect it, even if you don't agree with him about the shape of the earth. And I did see a post from FTFE where he wanted his followers to go to Nathan and comment the alleged child abuse and that his wife left him. I don't know anything about that. I have no interest in Nathan Oakley's wife. Is he have a wife? If she still lives with him? And something about Nathan fighting with his boss and got fired. I don't know anything about that either, and I have no interest. So I think this is childish from both sides, to be honest. Okay, if you debate the topics that are different channels are making videos about, the globe side or the flat earth pizza side, but leave the personal lives alone. So this critique is both against Nathan and FTFE. I lose interest in channel that take these cheap tricks to try to win some kind of argument. Doktor, tack, det är bra. That was Swedish for thanks, that it's great or it's good. We have had some yours. Australia's biggest man is in the house. Yes, it did get fatter in here, you. Trying to read the side chat. I think I have to do something about stream elements. The bot is nagging about subscribing to the channel. I now I think how we handle that one. Also, another topic related to this public names and so on. I have once again received the threats from a Flurf that I did make a Debunk video about recently, and to be honest, I think it's only silly. A grown-up man on the other side of the world thinks he can threaten me to take down a debunk video I made about this person's nonsense. I doubt that this person would buy a ticket, travel to Sweden and find my house and kick me on the knees. It's only silly. Okay, it's not only Australia. You are the biggest man on earth. I'm not used to this. I'm trying to follow the side chat a bit. Gets a bit confused when you changed the settings. Wait. Looking for something. Okay, let's move on to the next video.
Bike rage man slammed neighbor into ground.
This is one of Flatzoid's fanboys. His name is Michael Kahn, and he has a quite small channel, I think 700 subscriber or something like this.
People will definitely want this being said. I do agree that it is weird that celestial navigation is done from a flat baseline, the actual measurement. I don't think it's okay to say that celestial navigation can't be done on a sphere Earth, because I do think if we lived on a sphere, you would be able to take the tangent and call that the bottom of your angle. So I don't see a problem with that. But I do think it is, I don't think you could even disagree that all those angles are taken from a flat baseline. Even you would agree with that.
Well, when you say a flat baseline, I've done celestial navigation a lot, and I've researched it a lot, and the baseline isn't the surface of the Earth. I've done celestial navigation a lot, and the baseline isn't the surface of the Earth.
Taking a celestial body altitude is very similar to taking a vertical sextant angle. A celestial body altitude actually measures the angle between the celestial body and the horizon. It's very similar to that of a lighthouse when we measure the angle between the lighthouse and the horizon. If we take the top of the lighthouse and the angle that it makes with the sea level. The principle of a sextant is that whenever we measure an angle, we measure it at sea level.
The baseline isn't the surface of the Earth.
So that the angles can be used to plot the ship's position or the observer's position on the surface of the Earth.
I've done celestial navigation a lot. The baseline isn't the surface of the Earth.
You guys are dumb.
So that was a short one from him, and obviously he has attended Flatzoid's stupidity school, because the example he gave there, yes, you can measure the distance to a lighthouse in that way, but the curvature of Earth is not a problem when you navigate that in that way either. You can navigate close to land with triangulating different objects at land, lighthouses, towers, mountains, and so on. And yes, if you know the height of the lighthouse, you can determine the distance to it. But in no shape, way, or form it proves a flat Earth. And there started to be a group of fools that believe in Flatzoid's nonsense. Oh dear, I love it with all these self-proclaimed navigation experts. Yes, you. They are quite stupid. A quick question to you in the side chat. Do this layout look okay for a live stream? I have got rid of a lot of graphics. It's more of beautiful me instead of a lot of graphics. Oh dear. Perhaps I would move my screen so now when I'm reading the side chat, I'm looking to the side instead on you, but I will work on it. Thank you. Doctor said, looks good, but the chat could be a bit smaller. Yes, I think so too. The chat could be a bit smaller, perhaps the same size as the text in the top for the latest super chat, latest member, latest subscriber. So I will fix that later on. Okay, you are on the phone. Okay. Dr. Nimrod, it's no problem with your Swedish. Okay, so some wants it smaller, some bigger. Wait 5 seconds. I didn't run away. I like that one, what happens with emojis flying around on the screen. And then we have my third point of the things to talk about in this, and it's my way of pronunciation. I didn't understand that that I say short, that it's meant something else, so I had to look it up. I didn't understand what was so funny with me calling it short. But I have a big problem to pronounce it any other way. But I found the meaning of it, so I know what I'm saying now. So I can see the funny part of it. But you English speaker is pronouncing smörgåsbord very wrong. So try to pronounce smörgåsbord. It's not smörgåsbord. No. Yes, Nimrod, you can't win it all. Kurindi. What the beep is Kurindi? Kurindi. I don't understand that name. Time for one more
People
video.
will definitely want this being said. I
Wait,
do
wait,
agree
wait,
that it is
wait.
weird.
The next fool is one of my newer favorite flurfs. It's Anthony Beard. I don't remember the name. Anthony Beer. This is obviously from some other person's channel, but he published it. So let's have a quick look. It's a short one.
But you can actually see that the sun is casting shadows off of these clouds. So this sun's there, right? Those shadows are off to that side going through these clouds. These ones are putting shadows through those clouds back there, a different direction, a different angle, okay? And then over there, it's happening as well. So you can actually see the same sun putting shadows out in 3 different directions in the middle of the day here. For Aristophanes' experiment, it said that all the sun rays had to be coming in parallel, right? That's the only way that would have worked with the sticks and shadows. But look at that, guys. Guys, clearly it's a smaller local light. It's obvious.
Yeah, some more stupidity. I think regarding this fool's channel, I think it's quite hilarious that bigger channels like Taboo Conspiracy links to his videos and think they are great, and the one I managed to find last week that was deleted less than 24 hours later was so great when he used the heating lamp and a globe and measured the distance with some wooden sticks and tried to prove that seasons only work on a flat earth. No, you yours. I am from Tasmania. I'm in my line of work. I communicate quite much with in English, but I haven't bothered to work on my pronunciation. So. Yes, Nimrod. Partly I can call me because normally I live several months per year in Norway, so Manchester. No, I'm from Ireland. I'm next door neighbor to Brian's Logic. Are you working on any new videos?
But you can actually see.
Oh. But I think Brian's logic is living on Ireland. Am I wrong? I'm not an expert in different dialects of English, but you're working on new videos. I'm also working on new videos. I will go away on wait a moment. What day is it? I will go away on Friday, but I will be on land and training people. So I will spend my nights producing YouTube content. But I think I have a problem finding new flurf material, because there are at the moment navigation and misunderstandings or lies about navigation, and then there are the Indian moon landing. Tomorrow I have a video that's already finished about the moon landing, but you can't do many videos about that topic because it's the same thing over and over again. Why don't they show the landing with 572 cameras? Why do they instead show CGI video when they are landing the moon unit on the backside of the moon? And why don't they live broadcast the whole trip and so on? They refuse to understand. Next year we're sending Nathan Oakley to the moon. Or this man.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris.
Oh, surprised. It's Chris. Long time no Chris.
From New York, Westchester County.
And now everyone knows where he lives. Great.
It's 8:30:23.
I always wondered, why do he bother telling us the date all the time? His name, his location, and the date.
And I people, they're still not getting it.
Yes, I must agree with CC. Flat earthers still don't get it.
You know what I mean?
Yes, we know what you mean.
All right, Adelia, is that the storm that's down in Florida that's falling apart? Whatever it's.
I haven't looked at this video before I downloaded it because if you want to see a dumpster fire, a CC video is you never get disappointed. He always deliver stupidity. So obviously, the tropical storm that hit Florida is a subject. Must be a conspiracy behind it.
I think it's a Cat 2 now, or whatever it may be. And I'll get into Hawaii in a minute.
Hawaii is a topic that I have avoided. One of the more silly things was that I heard on a conspiracy channel was that the fire on Hawaii was because the US military was testing laser equipment, laser weapons. Oh dear. I wouldn't be surprised if this fool believes that.
I got to dance around that part because of Google.
Can it be that Google want to have facts?
They're still not getting it. The only thing that is moving is in the sky. You're standing still. The Weather Channel shows a hurricane that is floating over land and can predict it 4 or 5 days away.
But this have CC mentioned before. He can't understand how they can predict weather. Obviously, that blows his mind. It's he don't believe it. I can't explain exactly how they predict the weather, but it's science behind it. Many years of experience. So oh dear. So the fact that we can predict weather is obviously a proof that the Earth is stationary, according to this this stupid man.
But you're standing still. The Earth is still, stationary. You're not going anywhere. Okay? Look at the Weather Channel. What is the only thing that's moving? Above the land. That's what's moving. Nothing else.
The sea is moving. You have currents in the seas, waves.
The land is still underneath those clouds. It's not moving.
And do he ever present any evidence for his claims? Of course not.
You're not moving. Nobody's moving. How can a car melt?
I must be honest, I didn't see that one coming. How can a car melt? I think it depends on the temperature, but oh dear. Let's move on.
Okay. Mostly made of aluminum, especially the engine block. That's made of aluminum. You know what the burning point of aluminum is? 1,200 fucking degrees. Okay. So you're telling me a grass fire, a wildfire, is going to burn a car and incinerate it, and nothing else around it is burnt. It's just like the remember the firestorm out in California. Yeah, I did a video on that too. I don't know how many videos ago. Did a video on that. Across the street, the trees are intact, everything's nice. This car is totally charred. You know? Doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't. The new variant has now hit New York City. That's right. It's here. And they're pumping out the shots too. You see, now this shot is going to prepare you. Oh, shit. You know, what? Oh, okay, all right. You know what? I was listening to 1010 Wins just now. Whatever happened to that typewriter that was in the background? You remember that? They always had that typewriter going, and they were you know.
Can anyone explain why is he talking about the typewriter? First he was into the new vaccine and then a typewriter. Oh dear.
Recording videos. I'm at my country club. I don't want to fuck around over here. And you know, you would hear it, you know? I mean, I miss that. I miss the typewriter in the background on
the typewriter in the background. See, he lost me. I don't understand this.
And 10 wins, they took it out. I guess because of time. Because this generation doesn't even know what a typewriter is. They don't even know what fucking commercials are. They don't know shit.
We we started this video with weather, and I suppose he meant that weather proved that the Earth is flat. And then it was wildfires, melting engines on cars, and now we are that the younger generation don't know what a typewriter is. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, he lost himself several years ago.
All right. All right. Get hold of myself for a second here.
Yes, he have a magnetic hair. It's perhaps it's some kind of a field, electrical field in the car that affects CC's brain. Therefore, the hair is also standing up. I'm just jealous because I don't have so much hair on my head. But
oh man, it's just so bad. It's so fucking bad.
And now we taking a break. CC is trying to find something even more stupid to say.
So they're reporting about the new variant now in New York City, and they're expecting you to get another shot. You know, it's funny because the flu shot.
No, I'm not sure that he have a brain. Nimrod, you are correct. There are no proofs for a brain in that head. That's correct.
Years ago, you know, wouldn't work. You know, people would get the flu shot, they would get the flu, and then they would get sick again because the flu shot that they got isn't the same strand that's out there. So what's the point of getting the shot? It never made any sense to me.
Okay, so now he don't believe the vaccine. We're giving the wrong vaccine. Okay.
At all. I think that's the simplest way to dance around it. So hopefully everything will be all right. It's just, I mean, I can't believe I'm living in the time that I'm living in right now. You know, I'm
and to be honest, CC, we didn't believe that someone like you existed, but obviously you exist, or perhaps you're CGI.
I'm really happy to witness all of this. Yeah, I mean, I never thought I would see any of this. I mean, a presidency just collapsing.
Oh, now we have a new topic. Now it's Biden. Oh dear.
At this point. Trump being indicted for nonsense, you know.
Nonsense. He took secret paper from his office when he...
A fucking game at this point. It really has. And if you believe this shit that's going on, you're lost.
Yes, I did see that it was buffering you. And now I'm back again. I'm looking for what the problem is. Oh, let's move on.
Okay. Anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. It's August 30th. The blue moon is going to be the closest to Earth as possible, apparently to the scientists, when they don't realize there is no such thing as space. We're stationary, covered possibly with a dome or something. We're contained unit. Whether it being a dome, whether it being straight, it doesn't matter. You know, we're a contained unit here. Okay? We're covered with something.
We're covered with something. We have perhaps a dome. He don't believe in the globe, but he can't explain the world he thinks we live in. Oh dear. Surströmming, it's fermented herring Timo is talking about. I live in the part of Sweden where we produce this very delicious fish. Back to CC. Hello, CC.
Okay. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for reviewing my videos. It may be a part of your life.
You're welcome, CC. But I wouldn't say it that way. I don't think you are a part of my world. Oh dear. So much stupidity. I haven't found the source for the problem with the stream. I have a good internet connection, so I don't understand the hiccup. This was a new type of stream for me. Next step is that I'm thinking of planning having some guests on and live commenting on videos and so on. I think it's a nice break from making videos and a nice way to communicate and meet with those who follows the channel. But I did like this one with the emojis. Okay, I'm a bit childish. A more serious subject. I have had some questions about why I did go to Ukraine. I've been in Ukraine this year several times, and in my line of work, it's not advised to go to Ukraine. But my employer knows that I've been there as a private person. I haven't been in Ukraine as a serviceman, and it's important to point that out. I've been there to support. I've been there to deliver things and to attend funerals, to meet people at hospitals and so on. because I've been involved in and I will be involved in training of Ukrainian soldiers, but that is not conducted in Ukraine. It's conducted in several countries in Europe. So we have trained Ukrainian soldiers here in Sweden. I've been in UK training soldiers and so on. So my trips to Ukraine haven't been in my line of work because it would be seen as I was a active part in the conflict, in the war with Russia, and that would mean that I was a part of the war, and Sweden was a part of the war. Okay, that was. I only wanted to clarify that one. I had as some of you know, I'm sitting in the board of a museum that have several facilities from the Cold War. We have 3 facilities. It's coastal artillery with the big cannons, and they are preserved precisely like when the last soldier left in the beginning of the 90s. All equipment is there, and some weeks ago I had 9 refugees from Ukraine that are in Sweden as refugees. It was women with children, and I have so I did make a special guided tour for them. Of course, it was translated because they don't speak Swedish, but it was a quite special thing to do. They was from the city where the closest to the dam that Russia blew up earlier this year, and they were when Russia attacked February last year. They was in occupied territory within 6 hours, so it was quite special to show them facilities, and the reason why I took it that was that they were very interested in the Swedish military today, what capacity do we have, and so on. And when I was on the guided tour, one of the women did get a phone call, and it was from her husband that works as an officer in the Ukrainian army and was close to the front, so it was quite special. But regarding surströmming, it's like cheese that smells. Cheese that what do you call it? When you store the cheese for a long time to get the special flavor. So the process is and the process is used in other countries than Sweden, but because of several YouTube videos where people try to eat surströmming in the wrong way. They are trying to eat the whole fish and so on. When a Swede eats surströmming, we open the can outside and let it get air. And we don't eat the whole fish. We eat it together with potato and so on. So it's quite tasty. And I serve this for several friends of mine that lives in other countries. And many of them have enjoyed it. If you don't stick your nose in the can when you open it. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Carl. Yeah. Okay, I have had this live ongoing for 50 minutes. Seems to work. I will continue working on my live streams to be better on it. I enjoy it more to have less graphics and so on the screen. I think this feels better. I lost something in that discussion. Roses covered in poo. Invite CC. I wouldn't mind having a Flurf as a guest, only to have a discussion, not a debate. But those who are would say yes is fools like Flatsoid and so on, and it's hard to discuss things with fools. Yes, Streamlab Elements, subscribe to the channel. Okay, I'm having a meeting in 7 minutes, so I will soon end the stream. I'm very happy to see so many. But I think in the next streams I will choose some stupid videos. I will choose to involve you in the side chat and together debunk it and laugh together. Carl Edwards, I'm glad that you arrived, that you attended the live. And I think I have to adjust OBS too, because it's complaining about the bit rates and so on. So, Timo, I in real life I only met one that wasn't sure that we live on a globe, and he's a friend to a friend, and he believes conspiracies, different conspiracies. He don't watch mainstream media because they are lying, so he gets all his information from the same kind of places that flat earthers find their so-called information. But I don't think it's so many flurfs in Sweden. I have found one Swedish flurf on YouTube, but he haven't published for a very long time. And I have found a Norwegian flurf too. Most people, younger people in Sweden, or from not younger, from people 70 years old and younger have a quite good education in English. But I think many people is afraid of using their school English. People that haven't used English in the daily life are afraid to use it. Me, for instance, I'm more used to speak than writing. I'm terrible in writing English. I always use a translator when I are writing my description of my videos and so on, because my spelling in English is so damn bad. You wouldn't understand half of it if I didn't use a translator. And I think that's the problem, because of course you can send me Nimrod. But one reason why we're quite used to English in Sweden is that we don't dub any programs. If it's a movie from a television series from England or US, it's in English. If it's from France, it's in French, and so on. We always have texts. We don't dub anything, only children's program. Thank you, Nimrod, but I know that my pronunciation is off many times, but as I decided, when I speak, or when I'm recording a video, I never do a retake if I feel that I'm not sure how to pronounce something. Hopefully people understand what I'm saying. If they don't, they have to leave a comment. As for the charts. Chart. Is it pronounced chart? In Swedish, I would pronounce that chart. Hej Danmark! Nimrod, where are you from? Chart. You mean it ch sound, chart. Welcome to the classroom where the audience learn Arctic to pronounce chart or chart or That's glad that you understand me. But oh, my meeting is moved. Okay, then I don't have to run away. You did it. Which of the times? Chart. Welcome to the English lection. I need more tobacco to handle this. this is illegal in the rest of Europe, but not in Sweden. A real sailor is using snus, as we call it in Swedish. Yes, Dr. Nemo. Now I remember. You told me that before. I forgot. Sorry. No, it's not caviar. It's I don't know if you can see this. Wow. This is tobacco. Nimrod is telling me that he loves snus. Tjena. How do you say tjena? Yeah. So, hopefully I'm able to pronounce charts in my next video about navigation. Bra in Swedish is good. It's not something women wear. Okay. So yours wants me to continue call it shorts. I understand. Kenneth, in Swedish is sjökort. Spelled like that, sjökort. It's not who is, it's what is yours. Many have a problem pronouncing you. In your intro, it was a lot of debunkers that had the problem to pronounce your name. Yes, I think my reply to Flurfs who want to discuss astronomical navigation is you need a chart for that. Happy, you? Okay, 1 hour and 5 minutes. I think it's soon time for me to prepare for my meeting. Tomorrow I will have a video about the moon landing, and I have to warn you, I have looked at Eric the Bay's video, but I'm talking about the stupid arguments about it. So tomorrow is a new video. I will go live Thursday, the same time. So perhaps I'm reading the side chat. If you wonder what I'm doing. So Thursday, 11 UTC. So now Carl knows it too. Danish, Swedish, and Norwegians can understand each other, but some Danish people is quite hard for us Swedes to understand. They pronounce things in a very different way from us. Kart. In Swedish, map is karta. If you put the A in the end of that one, yeah, and Dutch and Swedish have a lot of in common words. Well, is map kort in Danish or? Kort in Swedish is picture. Okay, Carl. A big thank you to all attending to this a bit confused live stream. I'm so happy that you wanted to spend some time with me. And you yours, I will continue say short, so you stay happy. And thank you for the Carl Edwards for the super chat. You know where the money is going. It's a part of a drone. I made a new end video, so enjoy that. See you the day after tomorrow. If you want to join then, I would be happy. Have a nice day and see you soon.